I'd like to update you on the status of Austin Steinbart. He has returned back to the internet about 4 days ago. Lately, the likes of IET17, Jordan Sather, and Sun Q have been repeatedly attacking Austin's credibility. Each of these three accounts I mentioned have huge Q followings. In a series of tweets today, Austin has been responding to these individuals, with each response increasing his own profile. Austin tweet quotes this individual, Corey Good. The last part of the tweet for this individual says, "Keep your head on a swivel." The hashtag trust the plan is used. Austin responds to this saying, "Silly goose with zero inside knowledge whatsoever warns followers not to believe their eyes or think for themselves." Jordan Sather makes a comment going after Tammy Perry indirectly. Austin defends Tammy. This leads to an exchange where Jordan mentions the supplement MMS with reference to the fact that Austin calls it bleach in an effort to discredit Jordan. A very large account called CJ Truth. He has 160,000 followers. He also goes in attack of Austin, showing pictures of things that are supposed to be questionable. Of all the pictures shown, I think this picture is probably the most interesting. It's a picture that shows a cute communication from March the 26th that states no private comms, past, present, future, no comms made outside this platform. This was the same date that Austin had received actually, I don't know if Austin personally received it, but the sealed indictment was filed on the same date. The indictment was filed on behalf of a company called Datto because of the allegation that Austin was inciting his followers to brigade the company because the company had taken away Austin's file, the amorphous archives. While this tweet image does not necessarily refute the notion that Austin is somehow connected to Q, I find it interesting and worthy of comment just due to how well it's organized. So as far as I know, there have been no organized debates between Austin and some of the quote-unquote Q Pharisees. I find the fact that all of the large Q associated accounts are attacking Austin interesting. It kind of makes you question the leadership of the Q movement prior to Austin. This one might be a bit more important. So Donald Trump retweeted an individual called Not Him, and on Not Him's page it is specifically shown that this person is a follower of Austin Steinbart. So you see Austin Steinbart is Q. This retweet was rather impressive because Not Him is a rather tiny account like mine. This person just has 859 followers. And I'm sure many of these were after the retweet by Trump. Not Him made a very important comment about the relationship between Ted Lieu and Ed Buck. Yeah, Ed Buck's a really bad guy. Look him up. Even more importantly, Not Him was replying to another Austin supporter, Michael Ray, as well as Richard Grinnell. So again, this is President Donald Trump traveling through Tokyo and the Marine One. Here's an image of Dan Scavino speaking with the president. Here's another individual in the background who some suspect is Austin Steinbart. These are photographs of Marine One. It's a specialized presidential helicopter. I'll now show you a close-up of this image. So some have noted that the person in the background seems to have the left hand in this odd, partially flexed position. There's a ring on the left-hand ring finger, and there's a watch on the wrist. I noticed the The band on the clock face of this watch appears to be a dark color. The dark color could be a reflection of the lighting condition for the helicopter, or it could just be a different watch. In contrast, this watch appears to have a silver band around the clock face. You can also appreciate the relative positions of the thumb being similar in each. Also, the fact that in this picture, Austin Steinbart's wearing a black shirt. And this individual is wearing a black shirt. Austin has a black hat here. This individual appears to have a black hat. The face is obscured. So with the hand in this image being lifted up to the face and the person's face being obscured by Dan Scavino, it would seem that this particular shot is intentional to convey some sort of message, or the person in the background was holding something and just for a brief moment had his left hand in this odd position. The only listed video where Austin is wearing a hat appears to be the Space Force video. But looking further, I found another video with Austin Steinbart. Here he interviewed on the Goldfish Report. This is the report dated March 27, 2020. The lighting is appropriate, and he has the earpods. And he appears to make some of the requisite hand gestures. So I think this shot was likely derived from this video. Here I go for a timestamp match. See the hand is kind of adopting that position there. So that's likely where the photo is derived from. Here's another photo overlooking Tokyo from the helicopter. Here's Austin's new setup. He had to get a new studio because the FBI took all of his equipment and hasn't given it back to him yet.
Social media influencers in the Q movement hate me because I am not the Jesus-like figure that they were picturing Q to be in their tiny little minds.
Austin appears to take some aim at symbolic gestures to encourage discussion, I think. Here he's wearing a shirt. The shirt has title Fomenting Discord on it and a picture of Jimmy Dore. Austin said he had once met Jimmy Dore. The title Fomenting Discord could be a tacit acknowledgement of the idea that that is his purpose within the Q movement, or it could just be a troll to get the quote-unquote Q Pharisees to talk about him. As they say, any publicity is good publicity. The important magazine Forbes did a story on Q movement. In this context, they were discussing how Q is disrupting American business and that every business should be concerned about the growing movement. The story features Tammy Perry, a medical doctor from Washington. She's carrying a Q flag. It's well known that Tammy is an ardent Austin Steinbart supporter. So Jordan Sather chose this as an opportunity to place his attack on Austin. Austin took this picture at the courthouse with a supporter. It shows him doing the ring over the eye. Now, some opponents will say that this is a surefire sign that Austin is with the dark side. I tried to Google the symbolism and found this. Much better luck with this key search term. So you see that there. Donald Trump does it. It's known that various celebrities do it. A very important person from Italy did it. It's a commonly passed around photo compilation of celebrities doing it. This may be just a troll or another tacit admission. Austin Steinbart is now involved with making a documentary covering his story. These are some of his well-known supporters. I wonder if she may be a little too close to Austin for the comfort of his wife. When you become famous, this is the media speculation you earn. Sorry, Austin. Twitter personality Ben had found a post from March 21st, 2018 on a Q board that suggests a possible 2-year delta to the Austin Steinbart investigation. On March 21st, Q noted that the FBI opened a case on Q today. 2 years later, on March 21st, it stated on or about that date, the District of Arizona and elsewhere, defendant Ryan Austin Steinbart with intent to extort money and other things from value from Company B, transmitted in various things, yada yada. But this particular document was signed March the 26th. It simply stated that Austin got in trouble on March 21st. So I wouldn't necessarily say that's a foolproof Austin Q link, but it is something to note. I did not previously mention this potential Q proof, so I'll go ahead and post it here. So Austin has a website called wakefromyoursleep.com. I'm going to go ahead and click through to that website. So right there is the name of the person, Austin Steinbart. And this particular website has links to the Amorphous archive. So Steel Patriot, he replied with a tweet containing links to Wake Up From Your Sleep, domain information about when the website started using whois.com. The domain information states the website was started on 10/27/2017. This was just 1 day before Q's first post on 10/28/2017. Now, the thing that Austin emphasized to us is that he is involved with the Q group, that a version of himself in the future is running the Q board, but that he himself is not putting the Q posts on the Q board. So I'm not sure about how this time relationship reflects in Austin Steinbart's actual activities. We just know that there is a very close temporal relationship between the start date of the QAnon board and the start date of Austin's website. This will just be considered another possibly meaningful coincidence. The more I search, the more I find obvious connections of Austin to the Q group. Now, there's still a question concerning the specific relationships and the implication of Project Looking Glass and Austin from the future. All these things need further validation, but the links appear to be there circumstantially with the timings of different events. So that ends my update on Austin Steinbart. If anything amazing happens, I will create a new update. Be blessed. Bye.